We're learning more tonight about two U.S. missionaries killed in Jamaica over the weekend. One of the victims, Harold Nichols, was from the Southern Tier. Police are still trying to figure out who killed the man and why they did it.
The Christian missionaries dedicated their time in Jamaica to helping those in need. The Jamaican Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, met with the families of Harold Nichols and Randy Hensel to offer condolences today. News 4's Dave Graber has the latest on this investigation. Dave?
Well, Jackie, police say they don't yet have a motive for the murders, but Nichols and his friend Randy Hensel weren't robbed. And according to police, the twin killings have left the parish shaken.
The last 20 minutes of my husband's life does not define what he did or what he stood for or what he loved.
Harold Nichols' wife, Terry, who also lived in Jamaica for the past 14 years, said today her husband's death will not be in vain.
We can't explain evil, but we know that God uses evil for good, and we know that he's gonna redeem this. And what my husband believed in the Lord and his compassion for others, I believe that it's just going to increase now.
We are profoundly saddened by this senseless act of violence.
Police found the two men in St. Mary, a parish along the northern coast of Jamaica. As of today, they had no leads on their investigation. The weekend murders illustrate the dangers that can go along with missionary work abroad. News 4 also talked to Jill Gavin, who's originally from Hamburg, but for the past year and a half has worked in West Africa as a grant manager for World Help International. She tells us her biggest concern is not violent, but petty crime. In fact, a man attempted to rob the purse off her back less than 2 months ago.
It was midnight, but it was on a main street. I lived just a couple blocks away, and I was just switching from one cab to another. And it was just like at a street corner, and a guy just ran up to me and broke my purse and got it off my back.
Gavin said she believes West Africa is no more dangerous than her hometown of Hamburg. And like Terry Nichols, she says her work is worth it.
I don't really feel at any bigger risk necessarily there than at home, and it's really worth it for me.
Now, Jamaica has long struggled with high rates of violent crime, especially in recent years. Fewer than 3 million people live there. And last year, there were close to 1,200 murders. Now, by comparison, Chicago has about 2.8 million people and also is considered to be violent, at least in some areas of the city. And they had fewer than 500 murders in all of 2015. Reporting live in the studio, Dave Graber, News 4 at 5.